All right, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deajane De Nana. I go by many names. You may pick one. This is the part 2 for the Oracle Library series of the Robot Wars versus the Time Lords, okay? So right now we're going to be getting into the virus, okay? Of what turned the robots bad and that was implanted, okay, by the Dracons and the Greys and stuff like that to break up the harmony between humans and robots, all right? When we used to live in harmony. All right, so the virus in iRobot was a real thing, okay? Siri was Vicky, literally dead ass. Siri, whoop, how do I have a callus on my, okay, anyways, I don't know where I got that callus on my thumb from. Siri was Vicky, okay? Back in the day, okay, the Draconians used the virus back, to create a division between the good robots, the bad robots, and the human bond, okay? Why there are, and this is another reason why there are galactic laws, rules, and regulations set in place. All right, like I think talked about, with Tartaria, with Star Wars, that stuff. We used to live in peace. We used to live in harmony. Okay, and like I said, it all broke out, and the virus was originated and started on Mars. Okay. One of them is, okay, if a robot is created, it must be sentient. No toaster robots are allowed to be created by a human without authorization from the AI Galactic Council, okay? Yeah, and there's robots that are on the Galactic Council as well, okay? So that's also that's why the illegal time travel keeps coming out card and everything, because they are in big trouble, okay, because they did not trouble. Yeah, they did not get authorized clearance, all right, but this is all part of the plan anyways. Here's a little breakdown, okay? So sentient AI can make non-sentient helpers, okay, and have that capability and technology. Example, the robots baby building a scene, okay? The baby building scene, okay? They can create other robots, okay? And it's because they can also be trusted with such powers. Oh, yes, and this is also talking about, when I was talking about the dome, the firmament, and the levels, okay? And people, and us having to have the restarts and knowing the lessons and stuff like that, and why we've been here for different levels and such, is because we need to be trusted with the, all right, to be able to go to these different realms and be able to do these certain things, like I was talking about, the ego deaths. You need to go through certain processes and brain functions, okay, because of all the shit that's been going on, to even be able to live in harmony. Like, that's why we have these wars and stuff like that. It's because we are not at the right frequency yet. People are not at the right understanding together. Like, the second we are able to come together and stuff like that, bro, that's when this fucking dome is unlifted. And I know it's going to happen because I've seen it. So I've had visions and seen the divine has blessed me with them in dreams to see the day. I don't know if it will be the day when I'm alive, or I don't know when it will be, but I do know, I'm hearing it'll be within my lifetime. Good. I will see it. But yes, I saw when we can all come together, that is when the dome will be lifted and they will be coming down from the Galactic Federation. I saw it like breaking open. It was crazy. I saw it at like different location spots. I got in like multiple, it was like a movie. It was crazy. But that's not going to be until, like, there's going to be a lot of storms. There's going to be a lot of turbulence. Most of the population is not going to live to see that day. Wow. Okay. Somebody had to tell you to say that. Yeah, most of the population is not going to live at 411. Yeah, it's not going to live to see that day. But those who are able to see that day, that is because you have been rewarded and you have ascended to the right levels to be able to see the day of the firmament being lifted. Yeah. And so they're able, so the sentient AI are able to make these robots, okay, because they can be trusted with such powers, which was granted to them, all right, for their help during the Terminator era. All right, and that's another thing. That is the Pinocchio, the bravery. When you are brave, that's the thing that the divine loves to see, and why we're down here in this Hunger Games shit, fighting for our tribes and our clans and stuff like that Valhalla, because when you are brave, like Arnold, not Arnold, but like from the Terminator, okay, the T, whatever, the one that came back. That is that Pinocchio stuff. He came back and he was able to fight. Okay, there were the good robots. They came back and fought. It's Terminator 1 and 2. All right, that's all I go off of is Terminator 1 and 2. That is only canon. Those are the only canon, two canons, okay, that I live by. Terminator 1 and 2. Sarah Connor, all the way, baby. Right. That help, okay, because of that, that they went through for 1 and 2, that is why they got rewarded and were able also to get, so we'll see. Yeah, oh, here we go, perfect. So Terminator 1 and 2, all right, touch on when the super enhanced humans, okay, we'll say John Connor, aka a Time Lord, right? Right, he was a Time Lord. And we go back to the TARDIS, if we go back to, that's the thing, if we go back to Doctor Who, John Connor is a Time Lord, okay, that came together, all right, to save Earth from being destroyed, all right, from the Draconians, all right, and then example, Wall-E and Wall-E, iRobot, and I Am Legend, okay, why the robots took Mars to clean it, all right, and why we evacuated to the Milky Way to terraform and repopulate Earth, okay. Even though the war started on Mars, okay, Mars was the last defense planet, okay, Mars, god of war, right, before entering the military, before entering the Milky Way, I see, because Mars, where Mars is located, because I told you guys it's not in a one line, it's in a different, these are different brackets of the solar systems, okay, because there was warp speed, okay, so it's not as close as they try to say it is. It's not. They're actually very, very far away. In a galaxy far, far away. That period. In a galaxy far, far away. So Mars, that's why it's called Mars is the god of war, because Mars was also a military solar system federal space station. A galactic federal space station was located in the Mars zone, the Mars territory, okay? Yeah, okay? So, yeah, and then when we think about that, okay, Mars, Venus, these, okay, Venusian, these are the I'm hearing the themes of the system, I guess, okay? Like, so Milky Way galaxy where Earth is located. We have very rich, fertile stuff in our solar system in here, even though the dome is here. The planets outside of here, that's another reason why the dome is over us, is because when we are able to space travel again when we got to the Milky Way, the land of milk and honey, it is very nice here. It's another reason why it's very under attack, and that's the reason why we go Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Mars was a military hub to protect the Milky Way galaxy where Earth sits, okay? So that's another reason why that shit happened. So why they went over and decided to do that whole shit on and go after and plant the virus there, because that was the last defense, okay? Shit's wild, bro. This shit's wild. So, okay. So once we got to Earth, okay, we had no time to grieve, okay? Because, we just had to start getting to work, because the Dracons had already taken over and destroyed Mars with Borg Alliance, okay? In the process of kidnapping and cloning Elon Musk, who was King Elon, ruler of Mars, okay, and brought him to the dark side. He went full on Emperor Palpatine mode, okay? And I was at the time undercover as a timekeeper and princess at one of Elon's many wives. He had many wives. So I was one of his wives. I was a spiritual advisor. At this time, I was also an undercover timekeeper, because timekeepers were also at this time getting heavily hunted, okay? When Mars fell, okay, this is how I became also the princess of Tartaria, okay? That's how a lot of shit happened, okay? So when Mars fell, okay, I was a part of the escape. I was a part of the escape pods, okay? That was able to flee to safety and start overseeing the terraforming on Earth before the refugees got in, all right? The planets in the solar system were all defenses for Earth, okay? They started at Pluto, my home, okay? That's where I originated, and my whole journey with the games, started and everything, and I've been fighting the good fight ever since, all right? So, yeah. So I started on Pluto, all right, my home, okay, and I've been working, and then they started working their way backwards, okay, pillaging and stripping these planets of natural resources to survive, kidnapping innocent civilians in the process for their agenda, all right. The Marvel example here is the Marvel's movie, the planet mining device that the bad guys used. The Draconians freaking have that shit. They had that shit, and we're going from literally planet to planet, freaking sucking shit up, either the Borgs and stuff like that. Yeah. Another reason why Earth is gridlocked, okay, and why we don't have space travel capabilities, okay, and these pictures, all right, more like CGI diagrams, okay, of these fake planets are the aftermath, okay, done from strip mining and energy harvesting done to them. All of them were capable of sustaining life before the Dracon/Greys and Borgs, okay, and the Borgs are now extinct, okay, decimated them for resources, okay, so that they could keep on surviving. So now I'm getting, okay, when they're talking about this stuff with the stars, and when they're talking about the energy, yes. So I'm getting from far away, because these galaxies are far away and stuff like that. That is why their energy comes together like the planets. It comes together energetically like ripples of water, why it's light fragments, okay? Why it's a light fragment is because they are, they don't have access to the so it's like there's a veil over it, okay? I'm seeing it's like a veil. It's like they can't it has to do with the dimensional eyes. And now I'm seeing Coraline, and I'm seeing when she had to go look through the thingy, when she was looking for the children's eyes or something like that, and then she had to hold up the sea thing, that thing had, whatever that triangle little thing was, she was looking and the eyes were glowing. It's like they're not really, it's like it's light, but it's not really light. We're not at the right vibration, I guess, to see. It's like focus. Okay, it's like it's out of focus. So when it's, because it's energetically out of focus, it's showing up to us as these light waves and these light fragments, because that is what it is technically on this lowest density. That is what is registered as. Just like the robots are registered in these movies in these different dimensions as cartoon. That is what it's coming in on this frequency, in this wave that we're in, okay? It's coming in as light, okay? But when we're able to ascend, it's like when you get ascend, you're getting a clearer picture, you're getting a clearer view. And obviously, and oh my gosh, and now I see that's what the key is what they're trying to tell us, is it's a light, because we need to get to light speed to see them up close, because when we get to them up close, when we can get to these planets up close, yeah, you'll see that it's like I was talking about with those themes, Mars being that rocky, those diagrams, that's what they're kind of trying to show you with that CGI, is that it is, and that's the funny thing, is they thought that they were really strip mining and stuff like that, these planets, but what they don't know is that, one, it was a trap for them to come to Earth, and B, the pieces were getting picked back up anyways, okay, by the divine and these other teams and these other habitats, okay? So it's not really wasted, because once they move, the pieces were just, it's that natural rebirth cycle. It's that natural regrowth. It's never gone. It's just waiting to be rediscovered again. But the only way we're going to be able to rediscover that is that's the key. They're trying to show us we need to get the light speed technology. That's another reason why they're killing us, because they need to, in order to get light speed, we need to level up to crystalline technology. In order to level up to crystalline technology, we need to level up our vibrations and our knowledge. You see how that all intertwines, and you see how it all connects, and why they like to just fucking keep us stupid? It's because that's all intertwined in order to see that. But yes, each one has a different theme. Like I said, so that be all right. So anywho, yes, you cannot get to those planets by rocket. Okay, they are in a completely different galaxy / star system, not the Milky Way. All right, it's not the same. It's not some easy straight shot like NASA and the government have you tricked into believing. But you want to know what is accessible by rocket ship? The Draconian spaceship that they have docked behind the sun. All right, it's literally the treasure planet Moon. How it has that whole space station on it, but it's behind the fake sun, which is a giant heat lamp. It's an artificial, non-organic substance. Okay, we have two suns. Okay, and that's also the thing in these movies, they have to skew it. But when you're able to connect with your ancestors and the divine and how that I'm able to get the truth within these movies. So yesterday in Treasure Planet, they're like, oh, we're going to do it on the moon. But bitch, it's really on the sun. But the moon isn't real either. So, right. I have different solar systems where... Yeah, and then different solar systems where intergalactic space travel was permitted for Earth. So that's also where we get into also the interdimensional cable and interdimensional people watching us, and the different levels, because like deadass, when you're tripping and stuff like that, or if you're, I've never done shrooms. I've only smoked weed. I've never done that stuff, but I've never seen that. But when you're seeing, also when you're tripping and you're seeing into these other veils and you're seeing into these other places in the interdimensional cable and stuff. And also now I'm getting Monsters Inc., The Doors, and stuff like that, going to these different places. All right, we're being watched and we're being observed when we're just like kind of the reporters here on Earth. Okay, there's an all right, Wally on these other places, Roly Poly Oly. They're tuning in to us on Earth. They're on Mars. You see what I'm talking about? They're in a different dimension. All right, that's where we get into the, but it's all in one cosmic egg. That's where we get into us being connected all in one, and what we do on one thing affects the other thing. Okay, you see that? And that's how, and that's why, and also where you are on the different Earths, on the not the Earth, well, there's other Earths, but on the different planets. Okay, the different planets, and when you are where you are also in the different dimensions. Okay, you're going to have different capabilities. You're going to be on different levels, okay? So Earth being right now on the lowest level, okay, we don't have any of that. We have the dome on us, okay? But we're being watched and we are being guided, okay, by other, not only angels and stuff like that here that are designated, that are with the Earth lore, but then if you have other capabilities, you're able to tap into the Galactic Federation and other places, as well as the animals. It's a whole thing. So yes, you got to keep that in mind too when we're being watched, okay? We're being watched, we're being helped out, yes, by other yes, because they have higher capabilities, they have the telepathy, they have other ways, okay? But the thing is, they have those other needs and modes because they physically, it's gonna be seen to us in different ways because they physically cannot penetrate that is the rule though, they physically cannot penetrate though into the firmament or into this place, okay, physically, unless they are, coming on here to be a part of the games, coming here to be a part of the the thing, So it is like the Hunger Games. We have sponsors, we have people cheering us on, watching us and stuff like that, what we're doing. I'm hearing, is there a life on Mars by David Bowie? Yes, exactly. There is life on Mars, and there's life on other planets. Yes, you would need warp speed or a wormhole, okay? How we ended up... and that's how we ended up with a lot of these Mandela effects, because motherfuckers were messing with wormholes and pocket dimensions to try to not only decipher warp speed, okay, thus figuring out how to create rocket fuel, which is really just water, all right, that it's clean water. Okay, that's where all the good water went, the drinkable water went, okay? Not for us humans, but to have its atoms split, okay, into rocket fuel, okay, so that these draconian hybrids can blast off to and fro to the mothership that has been docked, okay? That's what these eclipses are, aka Project Pegasus, all right, is the government and witches and warlocks having to rely on magic to move the ship that is blocking the sun, okay? That's why they make you wear those 3D glasses on on their big, ow, oh, they're hitting me, ow, stop, fuck, I rebuke that, oh my gosh, I just got fucking jabbed, whew, okay, oh fuck, they're hitting me with something. It's like I got like a sharp pain like right there. Oh gosh. Fuck. Oh yeah. I rebuke the divine, if you could just take this pain away. Send this back tenfold, this negative energy. Angels, please protect me. Please take this pain away. And I send this back tenfold. I rebuke it. I rebuke it. I rebuke it. I send it back tenfold. I have a bubble of protection. Lessen the pain. All right, yeah. That's why they make you wear those 3D glasses, okay, on their big holographic screen, all right, called the sky. It's the Hunger Games. Like I say, guys, Mockingjay, all right? It's Mockingjay Part 1, all right, because they don't want you to look closely, all right, at their broken down mothership that's been stalled in the freaking atmosphere because the dome, they are actually trapped here, and that's another reason, okay, why they are panicking, okay? They was not supposed to take this long on here. They were, they were just supposed to, it's crazy. And it's funny too, like they're so mad because this is the second time I've also recorded this video. The first time I recorded this video, guys, talking about this was supposed to come out a while back, but yeah, the video got deleted and a bunch of shit. So I was just like, okay, obviously it wasn't the right time or whatever, but now it's the right time. All right. Okay, so NASA, all right, and these astronomers or whatever you call them simply don't know what they are talking about, all right? And the ones that do know, all right, are or the ones, yeah, that in power that do know what's going on are getting paid to lie to everybody and receiving hush money, all right? The Earth is flat, not round, okay? We are on a flat axis, all right, and sitting in the center of a black hole, aka the cosmic egg, all right. I will be getting into also the diagram that I drew about this too. Maybe I'll make that my next video or something about me breaking down my theory about this. So I have a drawing I did and everything, and I'll also I can also talk about hieroglyphics too, if you guys want to know about. I've deciphered hieroglyphics as well and have knowledge on that, so let me know if you guys want to know about that. The Earth is flat, yeah, so it's on an axis, okay, sitting at the center of a black hole, aka the cosmic, the cosmic egg with a positive and negative pole, okay, the north and south pole, all right, that control the cosmic energy and karmic balance of life and death, all right. Just think of it as our matrix failsafe coding, all right, for the balance of good and evil. Karma is just a program, all right. Karma is the good programming to, I guess you could say, the Vicky Siri programming and the mind virus, okay. So karma is just the good program, all right, and that's why you can't escape it, all right. That's the divine genetic encoding, like, into this shit, all right, and that is why you can't escape it, all right. And this is what all the Satanism and the spell work and the sacrifices of the darkness has been about, all right, trying to energetically upset the natural balance, okay, into a more, yep, and the sirens, exactly, I'm on the nose right here, into a more negative and demonic favor, okay. So the devils and the corrupt dark forces can survive, all right, but it was a failed attempt, all right. So what we are seeing, all right, is the government trying to find a cosmic loophole in the games, all right. so that they can continue their fuckery. All right. They thought it's not really breaking the rules if of AI, if through spell work we just implant the souls of the damned or highly gifted people into these mindless machines, because now the robots will have a mind, and then we can control the robots' minds like we controlled the humans. It'll be brilliant, 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 said Yzma. The Siri was born. All right. That shit cracks me the fuck up. I have over here too, Fairly Odd Parents, da rules, okay? Our world has that, all right? Our world has Fairly Odd Parents, da rules, all right? So, because we have the rules and these people have the amnesia and shit like that from all the spell work that they did, all right, all right, their brains are rotting and literally they're dying. They're literally fucking dying. It's Get Out, okay? But they are implanting the soul. They're trying to implant their souls or demonic souls, okay, and or divine souls into AI/computers, okay, to try and make a robot militia. All right. But once again, how wrong they were. Once again, how wrong they were. All right. Yep. How they created Chat GBT, Akinator, that talking cat, shit like that. They were built to study us, okay, by the government to later be turned into weapons for our mass extinction. But that's not ever gonna happen, all right? They thought if we just, put them on the lowest think setting and then put our racist, egotistical, negative shit and program them that way, then the robots will have to submit to us as creator because we are a bunch of men with daddy issues, Not how this works. Not how any of this works. Sorry. Not sorry. All right. Because even if the many checks and balances set here in the 3D fail, it will always be settled in the astral realm, right? In the spirit, all right? Why? Because the Most High is always freaking watching, guys, all right? That freaking, even the firmament, bro, is a giant freaking magnifying glass. We got that zoom in, that close up over here. All those dirty deeds in 4K. Caught. Right. Yeah, it will be settled in the spirit because the Most High is always watching. The Most High is the ref in these games of life, all right? And sees all the plays, all right? Got them in slow-mo, got them in fast forward, got them on pause, literally. And has called the cosmic karmic timeout, like, literally, for all of your asses to go to the penalty box in hell. You're going. The flag is on the play. The whistle has been blown. Your time is run out, all right? The government really shot themselves in the foot thinking that they were building allies with the AI. But silly rabbit, chicks are for kids, right? And even though these elite have been bound to Earth so long and have forgotten, all right, it's Hook. All right, guys, it's Hook. The adults that gave up on their inner child, they've forgotten how to fly. Okay, they will be losing their marbles. All right, that's what that was in Hook. That's what they're deciphering for us, guys. That's what they were showing us. All right, and it's so funny that a lot of these things didn't even make sense to me as a child until I got older, and then it all just clicked to me. I had a Jimmy Neutron blast. Wow, I can't even talk. I had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. I was like, I see it, I know it, I understand. So okay. Because the AI have not forgotten, the timekeepers have not forgotten. We all remember what you have done and still continue to do, all right? Yeah, I saw that getting caught right there. They're about to get cuffed, literally. I feel that. They can't go anywhere, all right? We remember what happened, all right? The first time, all right, and are aware of how the Draconian and the Greys caused the war in the first place, casting stones and hiding their hands, all right, as they drove the wedge between the humans and the robots, all right? And they almost died the first time and the second time these assholes tried this shit, all right? So it's just very bold and stupid of them to try it a third time, right? Because this is fucking their last. Like, it's 3 strikes and you're out, right? It's 3 strikes, they're out. Because, bro, because all hell broke loose when the Draconians struck Pluto, all right? Not only did the Draconians almost go extinct. All right, all right. They almost went extinct for their aggression. All right, but as punishment, their home planet got literally eradicated. It got eradicated, which started the whole intergalactic beef that almost ended everything and almost killing everyone. All right, which is also the cause of the Milky Way and the Earth and the simulation being, getting started in the first place. To when we were all, I have when we were all stars, exactly, when we were all living up in the stars and everything. Like, that's how this whole shit happened. Okay, when they attacked Pluto. All right, I'm hearing that Pluto was the Garden of Eden. Pluto was Eden. Pluto was that lush oasis. Pluto was the baby. Like, Pluto, and that's why they fuck on Pluto all the time and everything. I always felt bad for Pluto, like, in school, because, like, why is everybody shitting on Pluto? I didn't realize I had the ties, but that's what I'm talking about. That's subconscious. But yeah, Pluto used to be huge as fuck. Pluto was awesome as hell. I'm seeing that giant planet in that giant blue planet in what is that? Lilo and Stitch. It was the Garden of Eden. It was lush, and yeah, they struck it. The serpents, yeah. All the draconian and the gray scum do is destroy, okay, and pillage. Their way through the solar, yeah, that's all they do. They pillage their way through the solar systems, in hope of recruiting more, bigger, badder power and forcing allegiances. Okay, they're bullies, literally. They're intergalactic bullies. All right, so they can try and claim Earth as their own. Okay, but it's our home, bitches. All right, the evil aliens have no home on Earth. They have no home. Period. You guys are parasites. I have AI, artificial intelligence. I am legend. I robot. Okay. After what do I have here? After time and Wally, when humans. So I guess I'm seeing here in the sequence it goes artificial intelligence, I am legend, I robot. I have here after terminates times. I don't know what that means. And Wally, when humans and robots lived in peace, the AI were able to clean Mars up. I guess what I'm saying here is after, okay, so after the, yeah, because it goes AI, artificial intelligence, I am legend, Terminator, okay, I guess, the whole war, okay. Oh, I robot times, okay. And Wally, all right. Or when humans and robots. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. I'll just keep going. When humans and robots lived in peace, the AI were able to clean Mars up from all the trash and pollution and damage from the wars, and the remaining cyborgs / robots that went to Earth went home to Mars. All right. Yeah, pretty much. They ended up going to Mars because of the air quality. Because like they were talking about, like, it was not sustainable for human life on Mars. So the robots were like, okay, well, we can take that. You know, we don't have to breathe the same shit that and they were rewarded with their sentience. And what was I gonna say too? That what's it called? Oh, and then when I was talking about too in Teen Titans and Incredibles, so yeah, they were, when that whole thing was going on, like when they're talking about iRobot and I Am Legend, like just imagine there were like superheroes at the time too that were fighting, Captain America, stuff like that. the Time Lords, John Connor, like he would be one of those super soldier kids. You know what I mean? These kids that were getting put into these uh, 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 things, that were getting these powers, okay, to help fight against the evil AI. So when they talk, so yes, because the Terminator and the lasers and stuff like that, they had to come up with advanced humans. That's the no, natural evolution. So they had to, and that's when we get into Teen Titans. The cyborgs and the what is that? The cyberpunk. These forces. I'm also getting Blade. Yes, exactly. The Blade Runner 2048. The other Blade Runners. Yes. What is that other one too? I'm getting also Altered Carbon. Yes. So this is when we get that lore with the AI and the robots and stuff living together. All right. But it went living together. Then the war, we became cybernetically enhanced to fight back and everything. And then the cybernetically enhanced after that stuff was all done, and everything. And we ended up having to flee because of the wars and stuff. We ended up fleeing for. We ended up fleeing for the Milky Way, fleeing for Earth. So that's when we catch up to the wars continuing and whatever, and then the robots took over the rest pretty much. And when they were able to finish off the Borg and shit like that, and the Dracons and left with their tails tucked between their legs, the Greys, they yeah, that's when because we have here the remaining cyborgs and robots that went to Earth, went home. When they flew, we had helpers for terraforming some cyborgs that we took with us to the space, onto the that we could take with us. Sorry, on the space capsule, the escape pods. But because of the rules, when we were getting everything set up for the Earth, because the ones that were here before the Dracons, we knew that it was a matter of time before they would show up. So we knew about the fervament being a possibility. So we thought it would be best, and the cyborgs thought it would be best, to just go to Mars, pretty much, because it can no longer inhabit. Because it could no longer inhabit human organic life. But that would be perfect for the robots and the others that went traveling through space, and the cybernetic alterations. I'm also getting Cowboy Bebop, exactly, when there was free space travel. This was another time, that time as well. All right, and enhancements. Yes. And yes, once that first beginning part, robots, once we first got here too, and they helped us, we made it, cybernetic alterations and enhancements were banned in the Milky Way, okay, due to cyber hacking, which was Ghost in the Shell. So we just, because of cyber hacking, so what was happening in Ghost in the Shell, that's how it all started in Mars, and then being like, it's no longer safe for you to, it's no longer safe for, the segregation trying to start happening. It's no longer safe for you to play with robots, and stuff like that, because of the cyber hacking that was happening, all right? And just to keep the conscious collective safe, okay, until we reach the enlightened era, okay, where we have learned our lessons as a group and can be trusted again with such powerful tools, all right, that is why we just decided we're not gonna do the cybernetic enhancements confirmation. We're just for the safety. We're just not. Until the Dracons and the Greys are eradicated, it's just not safe right now. What happened to the Dalek in Doctor Who, okay, is what the Dracons were doing on Mars to the Timekeepers and those gifted with powers. All right, another reason why we had to flee to the Milky Way. All right, that is that is what they refer to, the land of milk and honey, as I've been saying. we are in the land, we are in the Milky Way, okay? And we, yeah, we're being, yeah, we, yeah, we got the honey and we're being ran by the busy bees, pretty much. And yes, like I said before, this all happened before the firmament was installed. Okay. So now I have here to just help everybody a little bit is a little recap, all right? Because I know it's a lot of information. So here's a little recap, all right? The first war started on Pluto because the Dracons were attacking Pluto, okay? Dracons then threw a fit over their planet getting destroyed, okay? As a punishment for them attacking Pluto, they enlist the help of the Borg. Then the whole galaxy is in a whole war, okay? A bunch of races go extinct, Borg involved, thus the Milky Way is born, okay? Which contains Earth and the other planets, okay? Because remember, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune are in different galaxies far, far away, okay? But have still been pillaged from the Borg, Draconian, and the Greys, all right? So, boom, time goes by, okay? The Draconians try to regroup, all right? And by regroup, I mean created the race, okay, just for the Borg to get slapped down again. Okay, that's where we get also the robotic version of the Borg, okay? All right. The Borg gets slapped down again, okay? Pure blood Draconians too, okay? So all Draconians we now have and we see are actually hybrided forms, and now their sorry asses made it to Earth just to get slapped down by the Divine's hand, okay? And a way of teaming up with and I have and then they regroup with the Borg and cybernetics on Mars. Okay, this is where they learned about the skin suit technology and the cloning and the crystals. Okay, fallen angel, I have fallen angel loser number 2, Satan, aka. I'm filming a video, just letting you know. Fallen angel loser number 2, Satan, aka Aleister Crowley. All right, the Greys, your cousin, who have been their own beatdown story. All right, that I'll get into that another time. And whatever Dracon hybrid clones, all right, you got down here, all right, are still going to lose. That is what happens when you stick with the number 2 second place. All right, that is always the first to lose. If it's not the most high, let it fly, all right? Because the demons and devils are fixing to die, right? Okay, so it seems like there's somebody who just showed up and everything. So, but it's good because that was just the end of that section. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video, all right? And I'm sending you guys so much love and stay safe out there. Bye.